Welcome in. I'm Prim Saripapat. Well, today marks day 66 of the NHL lockout, and talks are expected to resume. Now, on Monday of this week, the league and the NHL Players Association met face-to-face for the first time since November 11th. For more on this, we bring in NHL writer for ESPN.com, Pierre LeBrun. And Pierre, on Monday, doesn't sound like a lot of progress was made. What is the latest?
Well, really, it was sort of an ultimatum from the NHL, which I think has grown frustrated with how talks have gone. Of course, the players on the flip side are just as frustrated, but the league asked the NHLPA to come back with a full proposal. And the key part of that proposal from the league's perspective is the players' willingness to sort of adjust their economic framework to something that's more along the lines of what the league has been striving for. And to make a complicated matter as simple as possible, the players all along have vowed that they wouldn't take a dime less from the $1.883 billion in total salaries that they made last year, and the owners all along have said that's unacceptable. So if the players come back with a proposal that's more based on a percentage of revenue as opposed to a guaranteed total dollar amount, then maybe this thing has a chance. But if they don't, then I think this goes off the rails again, and the season is continues to be in jeopardy. So that's a big meeting the next time the two meet. And obviously for the league, they have to back down on some of their player contract demands that they've made for the PA to ever sign off on a deal. So both sides still have a big move to make towards the other before there can ever be a deal.
Now, Panthers forward Chris Versteeg called Commissioner Gary Bettman and Deputy Commissioner Bill Daly cancers and that they must go. What is the relationship between the players right now and the league?
Well, it's poisonous, and certainly, I think that's the kind of name calling, frankly, that I'm not sure that the hierarchy at the PA is too fond of, and I think frankly, Chris Versteeg will probably regret that at some point in time. I know I've talked to former players that said some things in the heat of the moment in the 94-95 lockout and in the 04-05 lockout that they wish they could take back. But certainly, Gary Bettman, once again, has been a lightning rod for galvanizing the players and for really riling them up, and that has not changed in 3 lockouts. But to me, that's just white noise. I mean, that stuff's just so unimportant to what really needs to happen here to finally have a season. And like I said, we'll find out over the next couple of days whether there's any chance of that.
Really quickly, what are the chances we have a season? Likely or not likely? I
still say likely. I'm one of the few optimists left, but I just think it'd be complete industry suicide for this sport to have another year without hockey as they did 8 years ago. And I think that reality weighs heavy on both sides. I think they do get a deal done at some point.
Pierre LeBrun, NHL writer for ESPN.com, thanks a lot for joining us today.
Glad to be on.
Well, for more on the NHL lockout, please keep it logged on right here on ESPN.com. I'm Prim Saripapat with your latest ESPN headline.